Verizon is helping to promote innovative learning by awarding thousands of dollars to schools around the country.
So we have the all-girls app team from Resaca Middle School.
Our commitment is part of this Verizon grant.
New this morning, Verizon Wireless will be presenting a private school in Delano with a big check to help train the next generation of scientists and engineers.
What is the purpose of the virtual environment? It gives you abilities that you would otherwise not have in the physical world.
Where Verizon has given a $20,000 grant to the STEM program of their school.
Today is a huge deal, right? It's a huge gain, it's a huge feat.
Parents are worried about what happens, so as administration staff.
The $20,000 grant will help provide teachers at Paramount Academy with new resources to engage students in science, technology, engineering, and math. It's all part of the school's new STEM program, which focuses on advancing education in these subjects.
And with technology at your fingertips, Verizon Innovative Learning is helping you turn your passions into possibilities.
What do you want to do when you grow up? Maybe you thought about being a construction worker or a cashier at a fast food restaurant. Hey, I'm not judging, but have you ever thought of jobs that might not exist just yet? Let me explain. Not too long ago, virtual reality was just an idea that we didn't really consider as a helpful tool in our future. Well, look at us now. Not just that, but imagine how many people can make a living off of advancing the VR or repairing headsets. See what I mean? So, with that in mind, I present to you Verizon Innovative Learning.
So the Innovative Design Thinking program is a way to bring innovative technologies and immersive hands-on curriculum to high school students across the country.
The program started in 2014, and basically, the Verizon Foundation was really interested in doing a program around engaging more students in STEM and entrepreneurship, and especially design thinking. And design thinking is basically creative problem solving, but it's all based on a user. So empathy is very key and important to it.
I started with Katie Clemens, who's my supervisor, and she's actually my supervisor as well. She really had an internship with ASU. She was approached to be a member of the Verizon Foundation, and she had already been working on something around design thinking, and Verizon Foundation was very interested in doing something with design thinking and pairing that with technology, because they already had a lot of programs out that were intended to help specifically students in low-income areas, to try to get them, the same experience that students in high-income areas were getting, because obviously we know that students that go to a wealthier school are going to have more opportunities. So they were really trying to bridge that gap. And really try to empower communities to thrive as well.
So, I'll make it a bit simpler for you to understand. Basically, when Verizon teamed up with ASU, they started the program known as Verizon Innovative Learning. The program was for those few lucky schools that applied for the grant and got selected. So, what does this mean exactly? Well, with this much money, we can put an investment towards AR and VR. And think about it, not a lot of schools have that type of stuff. We're actually pretty lucky. But better yet, think of the possibilities that we have.
So we have teachers fly all across the United States and come to Phoenix in the fall to do a 3-day institute. So we basically take them through an entire year in 3.5 days. And then throughout the school year, we do conduct site visits and Saturday trainings. And so we recently had one here in Phoenix a few months ago. And so during that training, all of our local teachers from around the city of Phoenix and Miami, Arizona came to our office and spent the entire day with us working on workshops and sessions about design thinking, entrepreneurship, and then emerging technology, as well as the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And that's just to provide teachers the tools and additional resources that they can use with their students to implement the program.
I wanted to learn more about AR and VR in general, so I talked with Senior Specialist for Entrepreneurship and Technology Education, Kimberly Reynolds.
Virtual reality is when You are totally immersed in a world that is not real. It can have elements of what's real, but it really is a make-believe. If you've ever watched Star Trek or a lot of the old sci-fi movies, they always have like holodecks where people can go in and be like on other planets. That's what virtual reality is. How we're using it in the program is we're using 360 cameras, and we're having students go and do virtual reality 360 tours of the businesses that they're involved in, of their schools, different things that are going on around the community. So they're taking that real element and they're taking and turning it into virtual by making it 360. So somebody can take the headset and put it on, and then they can look all around and see the different parts and see everything that's going on. So why the main part of the video may be pointing this way, with the VR headset and in the 360 they can turn around and see what's going on, so they really feel like they're in it. Another part of virtual reality that we're just beginning to delve into with the students is actual creating virtual reality worlds. So right now they're creating virtual reality from something that exists by doing 360 videos and photos, but using different programs we're going to start letting the students create their own world. Things like paramedics and police officers and doctors are now using virtual reality experiences. Virtual reality is really starting to become an important part of business, an important part of education, and our students learning how to create in virtual reality is just really setting them up for the future.
So every day, like, our world is changing. Even with me starting in this program in September, I'm just learning so much about augmented reality and virtual reality. And so far, we've really focused a lot on augmented reality. And I didn't even know that was Snapchat or Pokemon Go before I started.
So AR is augmented reality. So you're taking something that actually exists and adding something over it. So if you've ever used Snapchat, the Snapchat filters, your face becomes a trigger for the app, for the augmented reality, and then the little bunny ears, or the, when you open up your mouth and things shoot out of it, that's the overlay, or that's the augmentation of reality that makes it AR. Students are taking business cards. They're either taking the existing business card that a business has, or even creating a whole new business card, and they're using that as a trigger image. And then from the trigger image, they get an overlay. So they create the trigger image, so when somebody scans the business card with an app called HP Reveal, an overlay will pop up, and that overlay can be a video. So for some of our students, they've done like interviews with the small business owner, and they've just done like a 10 to 15 seconds about, hey, come to our business, this is where we're at, this is what we do, we'd love to see you. So they scan the business card, and then you get the video going. So with the augmented reality and the augmented reality business cards, they can make that overlay pretty much anything they want. It can be videos, pictures, links, just about anything. And augmented reality, again, is becoming very prevalent. So learning how to use the augmented reality for our students is really preparing them for jobs of the future.
So, in the end, what did I get from this? Well, to be honest with you, I learned a lot. And if I were to just list some of the things off the top of my head, it would be teamwork, hardship, integrity, and dedication. Competition can be fierce, and you might feel overwhelmed at times, and I get it, but I'm here to tell you that you don't have to feel that way. Not only that, but we're changing history as we know it. This is what the world needs, change appearing right in front of our eyes. It's your time, and your time to change the world. We are the future, and the future is now. We are innovation.